After exploring the soulful streets of Seville, today I will be heading to Malaga, this time by train. And did you know when it comes to high-speed trains in Europe, Spain's high-speed rail network is the second largest in the world, right after China. I always thought Japan would come second, but surprisingly, it's Spain. Though Japan and China are distant dreams for me now, I figured why not experience this part of Europe's fast train options right here. So in this video, I'll be sharing my journey on Spain's high-speed train, giving a glimpse into what train travel in Spain really feels like. Right now, I'm standing at the open solarium of our hotel. It's 11 am and the sun shines brightly across the tiled rooftops, painting Seville in golden hues. A perfect farewell morning. I wish I could send my drone up and capture this view, especially the sunset we saw last evening. But now it's time to check out and begin our ride on one of the most beautiful Andalusian train routes traveling from Seville to Malaga by rail. Since our stay was bit inside a quiet residential colony away from the main roads, we didn't bother with street taxis. Instead, we booked directly through the Bolt app. Though Uber is also available here, Bolt had better availability. And now we have reached the Santa Justa railway station, one of the busiest hubs in the Spanish railway connections. Just outside the station, rows of taxis wait patiently, ready to take you anywhere in Seville. It's quick, easy and convenient, especially for those visiting the city for the first time. Stepping inside the station, you will find everything you did expect from a key hub in Spanish transport system. Food counters, convenience stores, washrooms, even currency exchange. The station feels neat, organized and surprisingly calm despite the flow of travelers. Before entering the platform, there is a mandatory bag screening. I found that a little unexpected. I haven't seen this in other parts of Europe, but it's very common in India. Maybe it's a standard on routes operated by Renfe AVE. After security, the platform expands wide, modern and bright. Honestly, I have always preferred traveling by train, car or ship over flights. There is something grounded and human about it. And there's the view. The rows of high-speed trains lined up on the platform, almost like a life-sized Lego set, each one placed carefully in line. Vibrant, sleek, and very much part of the Spain's high-speed rail story. We walked briskly, no time to spare. But just before boarding, a small hiccup. I realized I hadn't brought the updated ticket. What I had was the old cancelled one, and with limited internet, I could not access the new booking. Thankfully, the Renfe staff at the platform were helpful. They asked for my passport, looked me up in the system and found the correct reservation. It took a few moments to sort out, and by then we were the last to board. In the rush, I entered any coach, planning to make my way to the assigned seats once inside. We are now aboard the first train to Córdoba. It looks like a little dated, not overly premium, but it's clean and functional. I had booked Elige Confort, which is a part of Renfe's first class options, but it does not give the feeling. Maybe I am over expecting. Seats are spacious, legroom is ample. The windows offer a scenic view of traveling between Seville and Malaga. I didn't explore much here inside this coach, as this coach looks pretty occupied, so I plan to film the second train more thoroughly, believing the second train would be the same like this. We reached Córdoba and I was briefly confused. I could not find any information screens about the connecting train. No idea whether to change platforms. Thankfully, a kind train staff directed me. Our next train was on the same platform. Within 20 minutes to spare, I took a few shots of the station surroundings. And now our second train arrives. This one looks different and I can see AVE written, more polished, more premium. Previous train was Renfe Avant. I entered through the pantry coach and walked through toward coach number 4. This model feels newer, a better representation of fast train options in Spain. The coach layout is simple, two seats on either sides, automatic doors open silently and shelves at either end are meant for larger bags. Still, I wonder how locals trust leaving baggage out of sight. In India, I wouldn't dare. I finally reached my seat. This is Elige Comfort section. Truly lives up to its name. Comfortable seats, generous leg space, extendable tray tables, and armrest. Overhead screen shows some classic movies. You can plug in your wired earphones using the audio socket between the seats. You can also listen to the radio songs. There are mesh holders for bottles and reading lamps too. Luggage racks above are ideal for medium-sized bags. The coach layout is spacious and calm, a perfect setting for train travel in Spain. Feeling hungry, I returned to the pantry. There is a decent selection, snacks, coffee, cup noodles. If you buy noodles, they add hot water and hand it to you. You don't even need to walk here. The stewards bring food carts to your seat just like in flights throughout the train. Now it's time to check the washroom. The washroom is on the either side of the coach. The washroom is clean, surprisingly spacious. You get hot and cold water, soap dispensers, and even an air dryer. It's refreshing to see such attention to detail. I give it a thumbs up. While finishing my noodles and gazing out at the hills, I thought I did explain the booking process. I booked directly through Renfe's official website. It looks outdated and clunky, but it works, especially for buying train tickets in Spain. To avoid complications, it's best to create an account before booking, and you also get some discounts. If that's too much, you can use trainline.com for smoother experience. Trains run often and almost every 30 minutes and include options like Basico, Elige, Elige Confort, and Premium. I have booked Elige Comfort, and having done this trip, I did say Basico or Elige gets the job done. No need to spend extra unless you want the comfort. However, interestingly, I didn't really feel the high speed of the train. Even though the Renfe AVE can travel at speeds close to 300 kilometers per hour, it never felt rushed or intense. Maybe it's because of the views outside were so spectacular. Endless landscapes, rolling hills, and quiet towns passing by. At some point, I simply forgot about the speed and just settled into the experience. That's the beauty of train travel in Spain. Fast on paper, but calming in spirit. One more interesting thing to note is, if you'd like to catch a glimpse of one of the Spain's most thrilling hiking spots known as Caminito del Rey, there is a way to do that while on this route. Some trains traveling from Seville to Malaga pass through the El Chorro railway station, which lies right next to the dramatic cliffside trail. To find out, you can simply click see the details of the route while booking and check if El Chorro is listed among the stops. If it is, make sure to sit on the right side of the train, and that's where the cliffs and the narrow walkways reveal themselves in the most breathtaking way. And if you want to have a closer look, I have uploaded a full video of Caminito del Rey hike right here on my channel. Make sure to check that out. And now we are here at Malaga. I spot an Irio train nearby, another affordable line in Spain with tickets starting around €30. This entire Seville to Malaga route is well connected, and if you're looking for the best way to get from Seville to Malaga, I did say the train wins hands down, not just for the speed but for the journey itself. As we get out of the Malaga train station, the transitions feel smooth. Right in front of the exit, You will find taxis lined up, no need to search or ask around. They run on meters, so there is no hassle in pricing. If you prefer app-based rides, both Bolt and Uber are available here. Though in my experience, Bolt tends to be more readily accessible in Malaga compared to Uber. So that's the journey for today. A story of quiet trains, kind staff, ever-changing views through the windows of southern Spain. For anyone planning a trip from Seville to Malaga, I hope this video offered a little clarity and maybe a little bit of inspiration. Until the next one, travel slow, breathe deep and stay curious. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a like, share it with someone it might help, and consider subscribing. It truly supports me in bringing more stories like this in your way. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.